Hello, and thank you for watching.
Before we jump in, I wanted to point out that while I have 5.8 thousand subscribing viewers, there are over 18,000 of you who watch but are not yet subscribed. Please do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you're into fashion dolls and foolery, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on any new videos. All right, let's get into it.
In this video, I'm going to unbox and review Immortal Egypt Eiras ANNAMAY. Let's take a closer look. This is the shipper for the Immortal Egypt Eiras doll ANNAMAY. So I already got my blade, so let's see if I could get to cutting. And we've got that cut. We're going to cut over here, and of course along the center. All right, so let's see. I'm curious to see what the box looks like. JHD Toys usually have some pretty cool looking boxes. Very easy to open, and look, very easy to see. And you can see we have our doll here. She is looking gorgeous. It says 2025 Convention Limited Collection, and she is looking gorgeous. Obviously, by the size of her bosom, this probably is the KATIEGIRL body. And let's keep going. I love the box. Really very pretty. And you can see it looks like they've got her knees there. And then, of course, it says Immortal Egypt Moment of Fantasy. And the box has the same little eye motif, which is really very cool. And on the back, it says Immortal Egypt Moment of Fantasy. And then it has some information back here if you want to read that, but nothing really big like about the doll itself. So I'm going to see if I can just open this box from the bottom here. So I'm just going to pull on this tab and hopefully not tear the box. Let's see, loving the gold. And let's see if I can just pull this out. There we go. And ooh, I see an extra set of hands and some shoes here. And looks like we've got a doll stand. And we have our doll. Let's go in on. Oh, she is looking beautiful. Look at those bangs, and that screening is gorgeous. Loving what I see. Oh, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm going to go down so that we can see some detail of the dress. And of course, we'll do a 360, but I just want to do a preliminary with her still in the box. Really gorgeous fabrics here. And it looks like, yeah, that goes through. I don't think I like an extra goodie drawer. So it looks like what you see is what you get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this doll from the liner so that we can take a closer look at her and everything that comes with her. This is a close-up of Immortal Egypt Eiras ANNAMAY, and Eiras was a servant of Cleopatra that chose to die alongside her. Ooh. But anyway, this of course is the ANNAMAY head sculpt, and her skin tone is listed as Latin. Her hair color is called black. And you can see her hair here, and I love the way it is cut. It is really super cute, and I'm just going to turn her to the other side so that you can see her. Very nice. I'll just smooth this out just a little bit there. And you can see she is really very gorgeous. Let's go in, of course, on that screening, and you can see, oh, look at that. I love that Egyptian-inspired eye makeup. It's really very beautiful, but I love that it's still not extreme enough so that it's just for that kind of look. This is still really versatile, really gorgeous, and her bangs are banging for the most part, looking really very good. And you of course can see her applied lashes. Gorgeousness. Now when you do the up close like that, it looks like there is kind of a difference in the skin tone, but honestly off camera it does not really look as extreme as that. Now so I wanted you to see more detail of this doll. She does come on the KATIEGIRL 2.0 body, and you could see that certainly in the difference, just va-va-va-voom with this body. Since we're back here, let's take a closer look at what's doing here. Now, this is actually all one piece, this outfit, but really, as you can see, the top portion has a latch and the bottom portion has a snap, and you can see the fabric there, which is really very gorgeous. And since we're this close, let's go really in on it. Why not? And you can see just how gorgeous the details are on this. And I love that it looks kind of like a vintage fabric. And then the cut, of course, still kind of has that Egyptian inspired motif here. Since we're this close, I also do want you to see her manicure. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look, look, look. Love the color so much. Really very gorgeous. These are the accessories that come with Immortal Egypt Eiras ANNAMAY. And as you can see, there are not a lot. So let's go in. You can see we get this pair of strappy shoes, and you can see the detail there. Really very pretty, and you can see the front view as well. And then we also get an extra set of manicured hands. In addition to that, we also get a JHD fashion doll stand here, as you can see. Now, we do not get a certificate of authenticity, unfortunately, but from what I read online, this is a limited edition of 500. Let's welcome our panel. First, we have fashion icon and queen of Mattel, Barbie. Next, we have JHD Toys OG fashion model, MIZI. And last but never least, actress, model, singer, and Jason Blue's original muse, ALYSA Rodriguez. Before we speak to our panel, let's do a 360 of Immortal Egypt Eiras ANNAMAY. One of the first things I do want to say is ANNAMAY is looking gorgeous. And look at that body. Look at her from behind. Absolutely gorgeous. And her haircut is beautiful too. Love that cut. But let's go in and take a look at that face. And you can see her really gorgeous screening. And of course, those bangs and applied lashes. Really very beautiful. I'm going to go down, and you can see that they didn't give her like really long hair, but the way it's cut, I really love it a lot. I love it. Kind of has that Egyptian feel to it. And let's go in a little bit closer to that face. Super gorgeous. Love her eyeshadow. Just really beautiful. I'm going to go down so that you can see some detail with her outfit. I decided to keep the string there, and it doesn't really show too much. You can see, ooh, she's got, ooh, child, look at that. And then you can see all the little studs on there. Just really very, very cute. And I'm going to go down so that you can see some details. You can see her lower portion of the dress. Gorgeous and sexy. I will say it would have been nice to have some sort of bracelet and earrings with this doll, but then again, to keep the price point down, I get it. You can see the front here, just really very pretty. I'm going to go down so that you can see her high heel shoes, and they were very easy to put on, I will say, and they are gorgeous. Loving, loving, loving these. Very simple, and I think they need to start making more shoes like this. Really very, very pretty. I am going to grow up a little bit more so that we can see her outfit, and of course that body yaddy yaddy. But we want to see that face one more time. And let's see. Oh, love those lashes. And of course that beauty mark is really very pretty. I'm usually not a fan, but love it on her there. Very discreet and gorgeous. And that is the 360 of Immortal Egypt Eiras ANNAMAY. And Barbie, I'm going to start with you, and you have a note for us. And you say, I thought they said immortal, not inappropriate. And MIZI, what do you think of ANNAMAY? And you say, when I was the face for JHD Toys, dolls had elegance, not airbags. And ALYSA, what do you think of ANNAMAY? And you say, oh look, it's the head sculpt that stole MIZI's career.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Well, welcome to Edmonton, ANNAMAY, and thank you, Hannah. So this Immortal Egypt ANNAMAY is absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, I think she's even more beautiful in person than she was in the prototype, and even how she appears on video. Just absolutely stunning. And I do love the dress. It would have been nice if she came with some panties and maybe some jewelry, but otherwise really great. Cute shoes, nice outfit, great hair, just stunning and really versatile screening. So this is just a really great doll, and I am so glad that I have her in my collection. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please make sure that you click the like button. That's how I know that you like my videos. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do it today. There's a little button somewhere down there. You press that with notification bell, and then you'll get notified of when I come up with new videos like this one. So thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.